Hi everyone, my name is Lori, my nickname is Reenie, and I'd like to welcome you to Reenie Bobini Creations. If this is the first time you stop by to check out my channel, I'd like to offer you a very warm welcome. I do hope you like what you see. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and sharing with your fellow crafters. If you are one of my subscribers or you've been here before, welcome back. I think we have a fun one for you today. So we are going to make this really cute little bird cage tea light holder thing. That must be the technical name, I'm sure. So let me stop gabbing at you and we'll jump right in. I picked up this little bird cage candle holder thing at the thrift store. I want to say I paid, I don't know, between $3 and $5 for it or something. So I thought we could make it really cool for both fall and Halloween. Just making some easy additions when it's time to add some Halloween. So we are going to work on this today. So that is great the way it is. And then this is the little candle holder things that were in it. Now I was hoping I had a couple spare clear ones in my stash. I don't. But when I'm done, you're not going to see that there's differences anyway. So the first thing we're going to do is paint all of these little things, and this is called Color Shift. It's one of my new favorite paints. I love it. I've got several colors of it, and it's going to kind of match our birdhouse candle holder thing quite well. So the other thing with these is even though they're an acrylic, they stay on glass better. Now they're not going to be as great obviously as, something specifically made for glass or a multi-surface, but they stay on much better than your average acrylics. So we're going to go ahead and give these all a coat of paint. Okay, so you can see they're all painted up now, and I just took some of this Oasis from the dollar store, and I was just filling. I like the Oasis. Now you can use, if you don't have Oasis, you can use styrofoam or anything like that. But I just find with the Oasis, you can kind of squish it in and make it like form to it, if that makes sense. So I just went with the Oasis, but use whatever you've got on hand. So, and then I just dug into my stash and pulled out some of the fall leaves that I have. So I'm just gonna stick these in the center, give or take, and we're gonna just add some fall to the little things. And I kind of got started because I wanted to see about how much and how full and all that kind of stuff that I wanted. So we kind of are just going to start with that, and then we're going to just add some extra things. Now, what we can do with this, and I'm going to take it all the way to Halloween because I want to show you the whole craft. But from here, you can very easily either just pop a little, what am I trying to say, LED tea light in there. You can add whatever florals and that kind of thing you want, and we're going to continue doing that. And then once I'm happy with the way the florals are, very easily when the time comes, when you get a little closer to Halloween, we can add a few things to it to take it from fall to the Halloween season. So let me grab a few extra things here and we'll carry on. Okay, so you can see I got quite a mess of stuff going on here. And I did get my little skulls here. And I did take the black leaves off because I do want to incorporate those. So I'm just gonna start sticking stuff in where I think it needs to go. And don't be afraid to use your hot glue gun, because being that these are glass, actually I think that's what I'm gonna do. Being that they're glass, it won't be permanent. You can pull it apart later if you want to. probably be much easier for you to see if I don't try and do everything all at once. I'm making quite a mess as I'm going here. Let's just start with one. Then I've got these little raffia bunches, and I did get these from the Dollarama. And so I'm thinking I'm gonna grab a piece of my a skewer. I have one here, but I'm gonna break that one off. And I'm just gonna take a few of the colors here. I think we'll definitely go with the black, orange, and purple. I do have a green. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. The purple will give it that Halloween feel over just the fall feel. I'm just going to wrap them around my fingers a few times. And then when I got a length I'm happy with, I'm going to wrap it around the bottom a bit there. Just, I hope you can see what I'm doing there. And I'm just going to put a touch of hot glue. Just to keep it in place. Ow, ow, hot. I don't know where I put my little finger doohickey thing today. And every time I don't wear it, I always burn myself. Now I have completely buried my scissors somewhere in this mess. Where have I put them? Oh. I'm going to trim it off, and then I'm going to cut my loops. Going to kind of spread them out, however, and I'm kind of going to pop them in the center, and I'm going to squish them down into the stuff, just like that. Because the next thing we're going to do, there's 5 of these little things, so we're going to put a skull in one. Or in 3 of them, and the pumpkin in 2 of them. But we are going to fix the top of the pumpkin. We're going to add some extra stuff. So I'm going to start just by gluing. I'll start with the pumpkin just because he's the one I want to. It's going to be a little bit more to him. I'm just going to sit him in there. And then I'll pop a leaf of some kind on top to hide. Maybe not that one. We'll find the one we want. Then I'm going to just take some, I've just grabbed bits and pieces and things, and we're just going to tuck and make them so we're happy with all the bits and pieces on him. So okay, so that's our little pumpkin guy. And I hadn't quite finished building these when I had to run into town. And I stopped at the thrift store, and how perfect are these? Found the black roses at the thrift store. That's just perfect. So we're going to incorporate those puppies too. So in my mess of stuff. Now, so we got the pumpkin one done. I'm going to do 2 of those. We've got the 5 holes, and we'll do 3 of the little skulls. Now you can see I pulled them off their stick. That's how they came. So they already have a little hole. And what I discovered is on my leaves, there's a little part that I think will fit in there. Let me just see if I can get it to poke in. Aha! I love it when a plan comes together. All right. So that'll work nicely for him. And like I said, we are going to incorporate a couple of little black roses in here too. So got my heat gun coming, or my glue gun coming up here. Oh, and I need a glue stick. So again, with the hot glue, because I'm using hot glue on the glass, if I ever change my mind, they're easy to pop out. It's not going to be a big deal. I sure wish I knew where oh, there it is. I was looking for that guy so I don't burn my fingers for a change. But yeah, if you're putting hot glue on glass, it's not a permanent hold, which is what we want for something seasonal, but maybe you'll change your mind. Now, if you are sure you are never going to change your mind and you like it the way it is, you can do the 2 glue method and just add a little E6000 or something under there as well, just to make sure it holds. I get quite the mess going on here, don't I? I always, when I'm doing this part, I'm never 100% sure what I want it to look like, and so I just pull out anything that I think is going to work. Some of them do, some of them don't, but I always have a mess at this point. But I like my, it's a happy mess. There we go. And we're going to do some more of that Raphael. Probably do this one a bit different because of the way I did his skull, but we need to get some in there somewhere and then build off of that as well. So, and we want the black. I do have the neon green, and I thought about adding it in there for just a splash, but I don't think it'll work for it. I'm just not, I wasn't liking it. So we're just going to stick with those 3 colors. This one, I think the other one I just tied on one end. I don't remember what I did. We're going to tie this one in the middle. Well, maybe I did the middle on that one too. Yeah, you know, I think I'm going to pull the skull off and put this on top of it, just because I think it'll go around better. There, I'm not sure why that was so hard. Yeah, I think we'll just pop him off for the moment, now that we know he's going to work. Just going to spread them out. We'll trim this one up a bit. I'm just going to lay them sort of on top, and now I think our skull will fit again just fine. There, that's pretty cute. Is he on there good? Not so good. Oop, obviously. Let's make sure we get him on. You know what? I think I'm just gonna give him a bit of glue. That'll keep him on. I don't think he's in. Oh yeah, okay, we're good. And again, we're just gonna add, oh, let's add a little black rose into this one. Where's that small one? I think I want the little one in that. There. There. Now I'm happy with him. So we've got glued everywhere. Oh, there's a black leaf. So now we're just going to build on our base. So once you get sort of the base part done, you can just keep adding and tucking and putting things wherever you think they look good, and just continue on like that until you get a look you're really happy with. So this. I've got these little orange ones, and I thought I'll just put them sort of near the black roses just to give that real contrast in color here. With the black and the orange. I'll add one to our pumpkin as well while I add it. All right, let's see what else we're gonna add in there. Oh, I have these little berries, but I don't see the ones in the color I want. What should I do with them? That's okay, these are kind of cool too. I like these ones. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave it at that, being that they're so little. So there's our little skull. So I'm gonna finish these up without, making you watch every single step and bore you to death. And when they're all done, I'll come back and we will put our little thing together. And I do have a set of, the cork string lights. I love those. They fit in all kinds of stuff, and I think we're gonna incorporate those in there too. So I'll finish up here and I'll be back. Okay, so this is our little bird cage, and I hope you can see how we've got it all looking here with our skulls and our little jack-o'-lanterns and stuff. So just a couple things to finish up now. So I have this string of, these are just the wine cork lights. You can pick these up at the Dollarama or any dollar store, I'm sure. And we're just gonna run them through everything. Okay, not that soon. I'm trying to, oh, I think I've got it still wound up here somehow. Oh, maybe I should have unwound it before I hit play so I don't have to watch this boring part. That's okay. And I'm just gonna wind it through. I'm not even gonna have any particular pattern to it or anything. And I'm just, there. So I just want to make sure I've got the switch somewhere where I can turn it on and off, and I'll probably just hide it at the bottom. Now, I'm not going to glue mine on because I may change what I do with this for the seasons. So I'm just kind of going to wind it around, as I was saying, and around the cage and probably the guys too. So just trying to think the best way to do this. Yeah, I think I'll wind it around the cage. Just go in and out with it. And that way, like down the road, as I said, if I want to switch it out for different seasons or put colored lights in or something for Christmas or something like that, then it's not all attached and I don't have to worry about breaking it while unless of course I break it trying to get it in the first place. There we go. But yeah, then I can change things out without too much hassle. But you can certainly put a little dab of hot glue and stuff wherever if you want to do that. And you can, hide the cork and glue it to the cage as well. So yeah, lots of options you can do just for that. But I am just going to start by going all the way around the cage just once, and then I'll start weaving it through. Alright, so they're all weaved through, and so the last thing I'm going to do for our little, I like the little crow, but I thought he was kind of too small. Here, I'm going to move that just a bit, so you can't see my messy room behind me. So what I did is I had some of those little birds you get from the dollar store, and I just spray painted them black because I did want them to be a bit bigger. So we're going to hide this other one with some raffia, and then we're just going to tack him on the top. So just in keeping with our colors, I've just made some more bows with the different colors of raffia. These ones I'm going to cut so the ends are loose. The raffia, the natural one, I'm going to leave. Almost like a messy bow, but just with the raffia. And I want it to sort of trail down a bit. And this I will use my glue gun. Again, being that it's metal, it'll pop off fairly easily. So I'm not worried about that when it's time to change it out. And just that little bit of glue will help hide the old crow. I got the natural raffia here. And then let me see if I can glue strands everywhere. And then we'll just sit the new crow right up on top. And again, all of this, because it's hot glue on metal, it will peel right off when I want it to without too much trouble. So there's our little Halloween and fall little birdhouse thing. I don't know what to call it, but I really like it. I think it turned out really super cute. Oh, he's wanting to move. I may have to play with him a bit. So I'll get some better pictures of the final product to show you it with the lights on. And I hope you really enjoyed it. And if you don't find exactly the same thing to do, I hope it's inspired you to find something in your home, in a thrift store, and just get your creative juices flowing.